We are almost finished with this book. Let's begin. Strawberry ice cream serves 8. Here's a recipe for strawberry ice cream, but of course you're not serving 8 people. You're serving 36 and 45 and then 32. Let's figure out how many cups of milk I'll need if I want to feed 45 people. 4 cups of milk feed 8 people. I want to know how many cups of milk will feed 45. I'm going to put 45 all the way down at the bottom, just in case I need all the spaces here. Let's see. 8 doesn't go into 45. What if I find half of 8? So I'll do divide by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 4 does not go into 45. What if I divide that by 2? 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 2 still does not go into 45. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to divide that by 2. Good grief. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 divided by 2 is 1/2. 1 apple divided by 2, you get a half. 1 does go into 45. Oh. Hey, I still didn't have to use all of mine. 1 times 45 is 45. So half times 45 will give me the answer. 1/2 times 45 is 45 halves. And that is 22 1/2. There you have it. 22 1/2 cups of milk will be needed to make strawberry ice cream for 45 people. This, by the way, is harder than these two, just so you know. This one's similar, but you don't need as many steps. On to the last page, we will do number 1 and number 4 together. Never fear, on this chocolate cake of ours, we don't need a recipe because the ratio charts were kind enough to go ahead and put the ratios that we need. We have all the information we need without the recipe. Let's begin with number 1. 1 cup of milk will make enough cake for 8 pieces. But if I want 60 pieces of cake, how many cups of milk? I'm gonna bring the 60 all the way down here, just in case I need all of these. I may not, I probably won't, but just in case. I gotta figure this out. Now, unfortunately, 8 does not go into 60, but 4 does. So I'm going to divide each of these by 2. When I do that, 8 divided by 2 is 4. 1 divided by 2 is 1/2. So 1/2 cup of milk is enough to make 4 pieces of cake. And 4 does go into 60. 4 times 15 is 60. So we'll do the same thing over here. We'll do our times 15. 1/2 times 15. I'll show my work over here. 1/2 times 15 is 15 over 2, and that is 7.5. Therefore, 7.5 cups of milk will make 60 pieces of cake, at least using this particular recipe. On to number 4. This is actually a pretty easy one, I think. All of these down here are fairly easy. 1/4 cup of milk will make 5 pieces of cake. I'm going to say this is a different recipe. I want enough to feed for 100 pieces of cake. You know what? Make sure you write your answer in the blank. 7.5 cups. Yes, okay. So 5 goes into 100 20 times. So our rule is times 20. 1/4 times 20. Let's do that right here. You can cross reduce. You can reduce them both by 4. 5 wholes. 5. So at this ratio, 5 cups of milk will be needed to make 100 slices of cake. You do the rest. Number 2 is very much like number 1. You might need some more steps than I did. This time I chose not to do the easiest one. This one is more difficult than number 1.
Congratulations.